Welcome to the Weekly Look Ahead, where we take a look at gold, dollar, a couple exchanges, and Bitcoin. Also, make sure to like and subscribe so you get these updates as they're released. Now let's look ahead. Hello everyone, welcome to the Weekly Look Ahead. This is for the week of 3, meaning March 17th, 2025. Let's start off with gold here. So gold pulled back and lifted off again. We look for gold to continue its upward move. Now, this is getting lofty and we're going to have a very large correction here pretty soon. But probably once we reach around, I would say the 3,048 mark, we could watch for that correction in gold to begin. So maybe taper off at the top and then start to roll over is how we would view that happening. Let's go on to the Dixie. So the Dixie, we pulled back. We made a higher high in this range, but coming back down. So we are staying in this range, and let's just draw this range out right here. So we have the range that sets right about in there. And what we're looking for eventually is for dollar. Now, it'll probably pull up this week, but we're looking for dollar to eventually make it down into this zone right here, to come down to this level right here. And once it hits that level, I think we'll see a consistent rise in dollar as we move forward. Okay, I think the dollar is going to get a lot stronger, even than it did before, even than over here. So we're looking for that, but this may stay in a range for some time. So look for a pullback this week and a continuation down for dollar. MNQ. Now we've reached the bottom of the channel. I would expect a pullback, but I would also see this as having going down a little further than it is set up for right now. So let's look at this real quick. So probably get a bounce like this, and then we would probably stay in this and eventually break down to a level of about 17,310. I'm not sure if that happens next week, but we will be pulling back this week, possibly pulling up and then pulling back down and closing below this channel line. I'm not sure about the close below the channel line, but I'm pretty sure we will get that. We'll get a pullback and a close below the channel line. So I'm looking for this to have more downside movement to it after a pullback. So whether the week closes on a pullback or whether it pulls back and drops below the channel line, that I don't know. But I am looking for a pullback on this and a continuation to the downside. Next, we come to the US 30 or the Dow. The Dow has hit a very important spot here and it's pulled back on that support zone. But you see here we have a double top on the Dow, and same thing as the NAS. I expected to pull back and then either continue to break this week or stay pulled back and then the following week break and come down, go below. So that's what we're looking for. We're looking for pullbacks and a continuation to the downside and possibly a 20% correction down here to about 36,459, which is pretty good. It's, again, once you look at these things, it's not a crash. It's simply a correction in this move. So the correction could come in until, let's see here, maybe into June, you get that push up, and then you have a real correction come into play. Or that's when you'd be looking for a possible crash on this. But that's the outlook for the Dow. Bitcoin, you see it's come up. It's hit the top of our channel. It's ranged there and broke. What I would expect to see on this again is something like this, is that we would receive a pullback this week, up move, and then the following weeks we see a continuation to the downside until we hit back around 44, maybe 50, somewhere in there. Just depends on how long it takes to get there. But we're looking for a pullback and continuations down and then back up again to a higher level. So if you look at this from a large standpoint, I get these right, that kind of gives you an idea of what Bitcoin is doing. So these levels aren't too far off. We'll probably be hitting it over here. So it'll probably be around a 52, 55 level eventually, but that'll get to. So about right there. So we got a long ways to go. But again, I'm going to say we look for pullbacks this week, meaning we go up, and then the following weeks we start to roll over and head to the downside. So this is the weekly look ahead outlook. Hope this helps. I will be giving my daily outlooks again. I was not connected to internet for about a week and a half, so now connected again, and we'll be giving those outlooks coming forward. Thank you and take care. Have a great week.